Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whiskey Journey. Today I've got another rum review for you guys. So I'm going to be leaving Jamaica, leaving the Hampden Distillery, trying something a little bit different, and it's this bottle in the middle right here, which is from Trinidad Distillers Limited, or T.D.L for short. And the bottle on my left is from independent bottler Colours of Rum. It's a 1997 distillate of Guyana, or Guyanese rum, aged for 24 years, and as I said, this will be for my next rum review. Okay, right, so onto this bottle right here. So let's just get a bit of information from the bottle. So this is bottled by independent bottler Swell De Spirits, 351 bottles only, and used bourbon cask was used for maturation, 11 years in the tropics, 3 continental years of aging, so it makes it a 14-year-old. Distilled in October 2008 and bottled in September of 2023. And natural color, non-chill filtered, cask strength, so all the good things. Alcohol strength is 63.7% ABV, so quite high strength. The website differs slightly. It says the bottle strength is over 64%, so I'm not sure if it's a typo on their website or a typo on the bottle, but in any case it doesn't really matter to me, because the ABVs are quite close, so we know it's over 60% at least. Okay, I'm not overly experienced with T.D.L. I've had the bottles I have had in the past I've really enjoyed. One I still have a little bit left of is the 13-year-old Thompson Bros release, which was excellent. And I had also a bottle of Drammore's 13-year-old as well, which was also excellent. Okay, so I'm expecting good things from this rum. So as usual, guys, we'll just do it straight onto the tasting notes, okay, and see what we get on the nose. This has been resting for quite some time, at least 20 minutes. I do find that the nose is better, in my opinion, just with a little bit of time in the glass. So let's just get straight into the tasting notes and onto the nose first. Okay, so with this particular Reese, straight up, I get a lot of industrial notes like varnish, glue, which some might find a bit off-putting, but with time in the glass, it does diminish slightly and you get a lot more fruit coming out. So if nail varnish and glue, those types of notes are not really your vibe or your jam, if you want to call it that, it might be a release to pass up on if you do see a bottle, but I love those notes. So so varnish, glue, almost like Play-Doh, that sort of vibe. Underneath that though, and after time in the glass, definitely get more fruitiness coming out. So I'm thinking bananas. There's cinnamon cake as well, quite heavy cinnamon. Hints of coconut as well. Some mango. A little bit of mint. Yeah, it's just an absolutely stunning nose. As I said, definitely needs time in the glass to fully shine, in my opinion. But once there's been a little bit of time, once you've had that time in the glass, for me, this just opens up very, very nicely. And spoiler, I do think adding water actually benefits it as well. But if you're not really into that whole, those kind of industrial notes like glue, varnish, I think you will struggle with this release, to be honest. Compared to the Thompson Bros T.D.L 13-year-old, I think this one is definitely more on that sort of spectrum. So it might not be for everybody, this one, guys. Okay. So as I said, sorry I'm rambling. So glue, varnish, Play-Doh, ripe bananas, coconut, some woodiness as well, some mintiness, some cinnamon, and some licorice. Cinnamon cake and licorice. That's definitely what I get on this one. All right, so let's just get straight into the taste with at its natural strength. Explosion of fruit. That's just lovely. So the initial arrival on the palate, heavy, thick, oily. First of all, greeted with all those solvent or industrial type notes of glue, varnish, Play-Doh. And then after that, you get a layer of fruit, banana, mango, a little bit of a slight bit of bitterness, which reminds me of grapefruit. Definitely get that. But that kind of bitter note, or slight bitter note with the fruit, now in the finish, becomes increasingly sweet. And this is one of my favorite parts of this particular rum. It's the finish and the aftertaste after you've finished it. It becomes very, very sweet, and you get all those beautiful sweet tropical fruit notes. Now a bit of mintiness coming out in the finish, a little bit herbal as well. There's some pepper there, so there's a bit of heat there. And as you could see, I added, I think it was about 8 drops of water, just to temper down the strength of just a wee bit. I think it's great at its natural strength, but I think it does need just a little bit of water. Okay, so I mean, that's just absolutely stunning. So let's just see what those 8 drops of water have done to this rum. Okay, so on the nose. Okay, so still getting the industrial type notes, the glue, the varnish, the Play-Doh. Slightly less though than at its natural strength, so the water has pushed those industrial notes slightly, and I'm definitely getting more of the tropical fruit notes like bananas, mangoes, but still getting those sort of spice elements like cinnamon, clove. Yeah. It just feels like a very sort of rich, thick rum. That's just the way it feels when you nose it. Okay, so let's just try it on the palate now with those 8 drops of water. Wow. So those drops of water have made all that fruit explode. So those notes of varnish and glue are still there, but huge whack of fruit. So again, banana, mango, menthol coming out now, almost like toothpaste. Still getting the peppery heat, some wood, obviously some influence from the barrel, grapefruit, definitely, But then, as I said, as the finish kind of goes along, it just becomes really sweet with all those tropical fruits, and the aftertaste, even 3, 4, 5 minutes after you've had a taste of it, you still get those beautiful tropical fruit notes dancing on your palate. Really, really sweet. Some caramel now appearing, brown sugar, just becoming beautifully sweet. And it's just such an interesting rum. I'm really starting to become quite a fan of T.D.L, to be honest. Very different from other rums that I've tried. But loads and loads of fruit. One thing I didn't mention with the fruit, it's almost like it plays the line with sweet and sourness, because I definitely get some sourness from it as well, but not like off-putting, almost like a raspberry sourness. And obviously that grapefruit element as well comes into play with a little bit of bitterness and sourness as well. So overall, in my opinion, just an excellent rum. Absolutely stunning. As you can see, I've drunk quite a lot of it, so yeah, I've highly enjoyed this release, guys. And so what are the negatives, really, in my opinion, for this excellent rum? I would say cost. I think this was £80, but it's only a 50 cl bottle. So I mean, you could probably say this is a 100 quid bottle. If you take a 70 cl, it's over 100 quid, probably close to 110 quid. And for that kind of price, or not for that kind of price, but for much less than that, you can get Drammore's 13-year-old T.D.L, which is, I think, roughly 70 quid. Thompson Bro's 13-year-old T.D.L was 65, but that's all long gone. I think you'll struggle to get a bottle of that. But there are other options like Chorlton Whiskey. Chorlton Whiskey have also recently released also a 13-year-old T.D.L at 65 quid. So there are other options here. So this, I think, is a bit overpriced. It really is for what it is, I think. Okay, it's got extra year of aging compared to the others. But it is really a stunning dram. I do recommend that you at least get to try it or taste it. If you see a bottle of it for around 80 quid, I think it's worth getting. I don't think it's worth the price. Well, it's not that it's worth the price. It's just that it's a lot more expensive than what's out there at the moment. If there weren't any other releases of T.D.L around, yeah, definitely get it. But as I said, this one is definitely for those of you that enjoy the more industrial side of T.D.L, so more, as I said, the nail varnish, glue, Play-Doh, that sort of thing. And if you're willing to experiment and take your time with it, you will be well rewarded with a bucket load of fruit, beautiful fruit, and that mintiness, and their sweet notes. They're just now just sitting on the tongue. Really gorgeous. Powerful rum, guys. And in my opinion, a bit of a stunner. But as I said, cost is a little bit iffy in my opinion, but otherwise it's an excellent rum and a great release from Swell De Spirits. Okay, so guys, if you enjoy my content, then please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. It's always appreciated. But as usual, folks, there's not much else to say except have a fantastic day, and I'll see all of you again soon. Take care, guys. Cheers.